Virgo, hi, it's Yin. Welcome. And if you've been watching me, thank you for joining me again and welcome back. All right, so I'm reading the Virgo energy of the zodiac. So keep in mind of all your placements, whether it's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all that, or whichever reading resonates with you, whatever energy's resonating with you, please feel free to watch those videos. It's Virgo season, so happy birthday, Virgos. Earth, grounding, and logic, analyzing. It's very feminine, mutable energy, Virgo is. So keep that in mind that affects all of us as well, since the sun is in Virgo right now, too, okay? All right, so I'm just going to get started on the reading. I'm going to lay out some general cards, and then I'm going to use a different deck to clarify the cards that I see. All right, what's the present energy for Virgo? All right, right off the bat, Two of Cups. Okay, this is a relationship, soulmate ties, soul ties, I meant to say. It could be romantic, it could just be family. We won't know yet till we get into it, but that is the present energy. What's crossing or challenging Virgo energy right now? Okay, that's way too many that found. But these two caught my eye. These I'll leave on the board, but these two definitely caught my eye to stay on the board. So we got the Eight of Wands. That's fast movement, communication, could be travel as well. And then we got the Six of Cups, which is definitely a soul tie for sure, soulmate situation. You see how they kind of grew together. So this could be a childhood situation. This could be somebody that you've grown with or spent a significant amount of time with, going through the cycles of your life. But this is a very significant relationship. Actually, I'm going to leave it up right so I can see those clear. And considering I have the King of Pentacles, which is a mastered earth sign, as you will, male it could be, and the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups comes before the Two of Cups, which this is new love. So the Ace of Cups is new love. The Two of Cups is love or feelings between two people. The Six of Cups tells me it's definitely not something new. The Ace and the Two of Cups together, that's the Three of Cups. This is giving me very reconciliation. After somebody has really been able to ground themselves and master themselves as the King of Pentacles. We'll see how that comes to play. It's already telling a story. Pretty general one, but it's definitely a story. What's in the environment for Virgo energy right now? Okay, preparation. Healing and preparation. So it seems like a lot of you guys might be right in the middle of that. Or in the process of it, at least. I don't know if it's over, because it seems like the challenge is some kind of communication with somebody very significant to you. What's crowning Virgo's thoughts? Got two of them. I got judgment. The moment of truth, honesty. Some of you can view it as a confrontation. I don't really view it like that. I view it more as like a moment of truth, honestly. Like Judgment Day. That's how I see the Judgment card. When all is said and done and nothing else matters, not your clothes, not your looks, not what you own, it's just down to your spirit. You see that? And then the Ten of Wands, the burden. So I think a lot of you guys are having really moments of clarity when it comes to the burdens on something. It seems to me something could have happened, like a judgment moment, if you will. I don't know if anything happened, if this I doubt the communication happened already, or maybe since it's in your challenge, it did happen, and that caused you to access the true self of all the baggage that you hold. Maybe when it comes to, and I keep saying baggage just because she has all this baggage literally with the Ten of Wands, but really the Ten of Wands is a burden, you know, that's at its peak and will for sure end. We'll see. What energy did Virgo just come from? That was quick. Four of Cups, an offer. Okay, that offer could have been from whoever this is. Definitely could have been from whoever this is. Excuse me a bit. I'm gonna shove all this over because I got lots of room here. See where I'm ending. Okay. Because I want more space for the other layout. What's oh yeah, so let me talk about the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is definitely an offer, one you either don't really want to take or you might not see. It seems like something definitely contemplating. I feel like this is definitely feeling like the catalyst. What is Virgo definitely going into or coming for them in energy? Okay, strength. Strength, needing strength, having to gather up strength, courage. And every time I think about that card, you know, I really think about how when you're being courageous, it doesn't mean fear is not present, right? I can't wait to clarify. Ooh, when it comes to wish fulfillment, because I got the star at the bottom of the deck. This is hopes, wishes, dreams, everything, like something that you truly desire, and not just desiring it. You know, we desire lots of different things, but something that really connects you to source and makes you feel, you know, within. Like these are very similar to me. Like this place she's connected to, this is the chick that feels that connection. You know, same person, but without the shell. What's hiding from Virgo energy right now? Okay, Temperance. Hold on, let me get one more for that. Can I get one more for what's hiding from Virgo? Okay. Sorry if I bumped my mic and that was heard. So, let me go into this. Temperance is patience as well as healing. So, and we already have healing as well with the Four of Swords in your environment. So, it seems like you're in an environment where you need to heal. Regardless of what's going on in the environment or how you perceive this environment, it's really necessary because it's putting you in the process of healing and preparing for something, especially with a person here. Clearly, with the hidden energy, with Temperance being healing, and the Five of Pentacles is kind of like a poor man's mentality, feeling of lack, feeling not enough. This is giving me very being patient with the healing process. Some of you guys are not very happy with where your headspace is right now. Some of you guys are realizing something about yourselves that you might feel that is a weakness. And it's not necessarily, I don't think that's the right viewpoint. I think it's more about just being honest with yourself. We'll get into it when we clarify, because I'm getting a few things there. I feel like it's about, okay. For those who might be feeling like you're going through a lot mentally and it's feeling like baggage due to something that you might realize about yourself or how you contribute to relationships or how you may contribute to relationships in the past or anything like that. I won't say you're wrong by viewing it as a weakness. I'm just saying that I don't think that's the right perspective. We're going to keep it like that until I clarify. What's Virgo's strength at this time? For this month. Okay. Wow, this is kind of powerful group here. So we got the King of Wands, be a male fire sign involved, especially with the Emperor backing that up as well. And the Emperor. So the King of Wands is somebody who's very, very determined, doesn't really take no for an answer. Super passionate, charges right through. The Emperor is somebody who's like a rebel, breaks through chains, knows no bounds, the Emperor is the king of all kings. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what this is telling me is a determination to balance oneself out. In that Emperor mode, I'm feeling like you guys have to stick up for yourselves. Not only to those around you, but to yourself. It's giving me you guys are like your hardest critic, you know? But even more than that, some of you guys are talking shit to yourselves as well. And it could be due to something that you've done in the past. Can you stop? Because there's something within to see that. Within all that. It's just giving me I'm beating myself up. And with the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is confrontation. This is competition. Jesus Christ, can't talk. This is, kind of fighting. See how they're all fighting to get to that flame? I feel like you guys are in a phase where you guys if you guys haven't done this yet, you're about to fight for yourselves. heavy here. This is spiritual guidance for Virgos for this month. King of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Swords. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, with the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Talking about things that might be obsessing or binding. Things that you might be obsessing over or things that might be binding you. Let me tell you something. With the spiritual guidance being the King of Swords in reverse, that is telling me, because the King of Swords is a very logical, analytical person, which Virgo would know all about. You know what I mean? You guys are ruled by Mercury, but then again, so is, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's associated with air, because air, aka swords, has to do with logic, being analytical, that kind of understanding, you know. And I feel like with the King of Swords, someone who's mastered that. The King of Swords can be really, really cold, and I think that there's something here that's telling me with this King of Swords being in reverse that you really got to listen to your intuition and how a situation or a person or an environment makes you feel. Because with the Two of Swords, this is about making a choice. And you see you see how she's blinded? When the Two of Swords comes out, it means that you have two swords, and you have this side of logic and the other side of logic. You have these perspectives, but really what you need to use is intuition, your gut feeling. Stop overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really causing more binding. Look how both the Devil has him all puppeted up, right? And look how there's strings all around her as well. It's like your thoughts are becoming too obsessive. She's blindfolded for a reason. What's the most probable outcome for Virgo, please, for this month? Oh my gosh. The Tower. Ooh, that fool. And the Star. Okay, so a lot of you guys are really gonna, with the Nine of Swords, I feel like at the bottom of my deck, I see a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry. I feel like something's gonna come. Well, I'm feeling it, but I'm seeing it here with the Tower. Something's gonna come to a head. And it's gonna be kind of like you guys are gonna realize what you really truly want with the Star. Oh man, some of y'all about to pop off or break. It's giving me very breakthrough with the Emperor, the Tower, the Star, having to make a choice. Some of you guys making a choice when it comes to a person. I don't know if it's to accept their offer or deny their offer. But especially if you're watching readings to try to determine what's the choice rightfully yours, I don't think logic is all the way. Like we need balance, right? You know, because the mind buys the heart a drink, right? The heart leads in the dance and the mind follows. And I feel like y'all really already know what y'all want, but because Virgos can, we can be very analytical and thinking and all that kind of stuff. Let me just clarify, yeah? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Clarify the... I'm eager to clarify everything all at once, so I'm looking. Clarify this Two of Cups in the present, please. Okay, guidance. Tea leaf. Obstacles to overcome. And a fair man. Dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. I don't know what the hell that could mean. But I got romance is in the air at the bottom. Let me clarify one more time with this deck. Okay, comparison. A lot of you guys stop comparing yourselves. You know what I'm getting? Normally with this fair man, it's usually literal. But with the comparison and this being fair man, it's giving me very like what's fair. Some of you guys are really determining what's fair when it comes to relationships of any kind. Especially ones of big significance to you. And I feel like you guys have been in relationships or in a relationship that has you comparing yourself in ways that you shouldn't. That has you feeling, it's kind of like, the saying of fish. What's that saying? Like a fish doesn't know it's a fish if it's trying to climb a tree. Some shit like that. And I feel it's kind of giving me that. Like you guys are in one environment trying to add value to a particular relationship when really you're not meant to be there. Like, yeah, you might be a tree, but you might be more flexible than bamboo. Or maybe if you're bamboo, you might be much more sturdy like a tree. And with it in reverse, it's telling me that you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I think the feeling is where the guidance is coming in here. Clarify this Six of Cups here, please. I got Courage, which is the Strength card, that you have an immediate future, but in reverse. So I feel like that's the challenge. But with it being an immediate future, I definitely feel like you guys are about to grow right through that concrete. So I'm seeing that is the challenge now, but I don't think that's going to last long. I don't think you guys are going to be able to handle that much longer. Exhaustion. Some of you guys are about to really speak your mind when it comes to someone who has been exhausting you, someone that you have spent so much time with, growing with. You think you were supposed to grow like this, but really you're supposed to grow like that. A lot of you guys are having a rebellious streak. Some of you guys are realizing, I am not this. And it's like, once you realize you're not this, you're going to realize the dynamic of the relationship is different. Let me get Judgment up here for Virgos, please. Intensity. That's what I was saying. I just feel like the burden, it's not a burden really. It's like you guys learning. It's, you know what it seems like to me? Some of you guys had really epiphany about who you are, that you might have either denied or just lay dormant inside you. So when you awaken that, and you stay within the environment and you stay around people that fit the old self that you thought was you, it's going to feel like a burden. It's going to feel intense. It's like you taking on an identity that's not yours. Let me get the Strength card. Consciousness. Yeah, this. I just said that. Being aware, being conscious, and having the courage. And finding strength in that. So that maybe that now I'm understanding why you guys have been kind of beating yourself up, because it's like, I wish I knew this earlier. Or maybe you were beating yourself up before when really you weren't the person you were being. Whatever identity you were expressing, a lot of you guys are realizing now that that's not who the fuck y'all were. What's this offer here with the Four of Cups? I'm curious. Past lives. Again, past lives. This is what I was talking about when it's giving me very much Six of Cups. It's like the past now. Or maybe old, people, old people, like old relationships that have lasted. It's like now it's a past life. And it's this offer here to spend time or to be with a particular individual, whether this is romantic or not. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's more than romantic here. It's more than that. I feel like even if this is a romantic specific person, it's very reflective of your relationships that aren't romantic, like family and friends and things and so forth. What's hiding here? What's hiding from them? Projections and source. So, Temperance, I have patience. Five of Pentacles is not feeling like enough. This is giving me very verses, ironically. You know how, the fights that are like verses, the fucking Mortal Kombat and shit like that. But it's giving me very this between this. Like, one is the real you, and it's versus another identity that is merely a projection of whoever you have been spending your time with. That clearly makes you feel like shit, either because they make you feel like shit, or because you're not achieving what you want to achieve under this identity. Especially if y'all are married, that's gonna suck, that realization. I got a flipped card in here. Trust. So I feel like it's trusting source. Source is within you, right? Again, with the same as Judgment, that inner true you. Let me get the Strength here for the Emperor and the King of Wands. I knew it. In completion. I got Aloneness at the bottom of the deck. This is Virgo energy. The Hermit. Looking within. So the Nine of Swords I had underneath my previous deck, and in my clarifying deck I have Sorrow, which is pretty much the same thing. I'm telling you, it's something about being in that Hermit energy, like Hermit the crab, really feeling alone, even surrounded by people. I swear that's the catalyst, because in that energy it's giving very Ten of Wands. When you go alone into this energy here, you see this? Alone, sorrow, crying, It's like you see all this, these wands, this burden, and I feel like it's built up at its maximum, because 10 is the highest we can go. And then I have completion. You see, like, that's the last. Completion is also, like I said, 10 is, that's it. That's the last puzzle. Some of you guys are going to be like, well, I'm alone any goddamn way, so I feel like that is what kind of, it's your catalyst. It's what's going to ignite. That intensity is going to ignite that Emperor and King of Wands energy. Clarify the spiritual guidance. Clarify the King of Swords in reverse, the Lovers. And the Two of Swords, harmony. So a lot of this, like I said, it has a lot to do with choice in love, with sharing at the bottom of the deck. It's how you choose to share your energy, share your source, share your true selves. You're going to be unlearning and relearning what love means to you, what choices in love are to you. Because before, with that King of Swords energy, as nice as that is, that wasn't the whole thing. I feel like a lot of you guys, well, I'll be with this person because it's the most logical, because we fit like this and we fit like that and da 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 da. But you didn't really consult your heart's, your true heart's desire, your inner desires, what you truly love, like just naturally. And then harmony with the 10 of Cups. It's like you wanting that harmony not only within yourself, that kind of self-love within yourself, but being able to share it with other people. I feel like that's the choice that's going to be made. How you share your love differently. That's the choice. Let me get the Tower for the most probable outcome for Virgo. What happened here? Playfulness. That's interesting. Let me get one more. Compromise. Get the Star. And then sharing came out. What's at the bottom? Inner voice. Huh. So the compromise, that's telling me more so about deciding what parts of you have really been you versus what parts of you have you been you just to satisfy other people. Or even if it was for satisfying other people, was that for satisfying other people? Was it for satisfying an idea that you wanted to have of yourself? A lot of you guys, I feel like have had to been really serious or really responsible within a dynamic, with an individual, and you guys are gonna really be a lot more playful and sharing, playful in terms of being a much more lighthearted, because it's much more your personality or energy that you might have either not realized, or like I said earlier, kind of maybe suppressing it. Or, you know, putting it on the back burner. Something that you compromise. Like you compromised, you know, a lightheartedness about you. A more playful, you know, that inner child that we all have that is connected also to our heart and our heart chakra. That I feel like that you're bringing that out. And I feel like that's going to not be appreciated, because it's going to start tearing down things that you might have built up before under the opposite energy of that. That could be just some of you. But a lot of you guys are really tired and ready to listen to your inner voice. And I just be prepared. You know the saying, it's the meme that goes around online. It's like, I asked God to get rid of my enemies, and I lost all my friends and everybody I ever known. It's giving me very much that. Like, you've built based off of one way, and now that you're tapping into something totally brand new, be expected to lose all different kind of people. Also, don't be surprised who you gain in your life as well. It'd be somebody you least expect. Yeah, forces working against you. I feel like that's going to be people who are going to be like, you're supposed to be like this, and you were always like this, and you're da 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 da, and this is what you should do. And you're going to be like, actually, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want to do at all. You know? But I wouldn't take it personal either. But I see you guys really sticking out your chest and saying, no, this is what I want, and I'm determined to have it no matter what. True King of Wands, Emperor energy, period. Really listening to the heart. I also got a bird perched, waiting for a news package or letter. I don't know what that could mean for y'all. Be careful, do not take risks. Some of you guys have an opportunity coming up I don't know if this is money related. I didn't get aces or anything like that throughout the board. Something's coming. We do know with the bird. You guys are sitting and waiting. You guys can't run off yet. Some of you guys have a plan. Some of you guys might be in marriages or maybe living with parents if you guys are younger, or you're in a situation where you can't just run off and just go too buck wild because of the situation you're in. You don't want to be in the tower when it knocks down, right? I feel like that's what it's saying. Be careful. Do not take risks. Like, don't knock the tower down with this, you know what I'm saying? Just shouting to the rooftops when you haven't had a way to get out the tower yet. That's what it's giving me. Oh, before I did that, I also got pay attention to your health. So I do feel like that everything I discussed, especially with all this sorrow and burden and holding things in and it feeling intense, I feel like that has affected some of you guys health-wise, especially when it comes to your intestines or your digestive system. Just be mindful of that. Find ways to release that energy, especially if you're waiting for the perfect time. That's what the tower with the bird is giving me. You're waiting for the perfect time to break out and lash out for some of y'all. Affairs with y'all family. So for some of y'all, this is definitely family, about family, rooted in family. Like I said, even if this is a romantic relationship, I think that a lot of you guys are going to have realizations on how family has affected that. Yeah. And then at the bottom, I have family wishes come true. That's a good sign. So, yeah, I guess we're done here. All right. Be sure to like the video, comment, tell me what you think about it. Tell me your story. Tell me if you didn't think so, Tell me, what's going on. Hopefully it resonated for most of you. Don't forget to check my other videos. They are coming soon for this month of September. And if you want a personal reading from me, check my inbox, or not my inbox, my description box below. It has my Instagram and my Facebook, and you can DM me on either one of those, and I'll get you hooked up with a personal reading, okay? Till next time. Bye.